I want to fuck your asshole, Jeremiah. I want to suck on your asshole, mate. Take this cock, you little fag boy.
Are we recording?
Take this cock, fag boy.
Sure are.
Take it deep into your little sphincter. Take it into your sphincter, Jeremiah. My cock.
No, thank you.
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
I would prefer...
This is my new character. A man that rapes Jeremiah.
I think it needs work.
No, you need work, and that's why I'm gonna rape you.
Luiz J Gomez is on the show today.
Hey, who was that just called
Dude,
in?
I have no idea.
That was so weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, Luiz, you look different, man.
What do you mean?
You, I think LA has changed you. You've been in LA for 3 days and you look really different already.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm just trying to fucking live the LA life, being fabulous.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Well, you look really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see myself on camera. Are they doing a camera switch here?
Oh.
Come on, Gage, get on your fucking game.
Well,
There it is.
yeah, that's what you look like.
I look way better than I thought I was going to.
Actually, somehow you look better.
I look way better.
You look way better.
That's a better looking version
This is,
of me.
dude, this is the best, honestly, you may have ever looked.
No.
Now I want to rape Lewis. He looks so hot with that hair.
Oh, thank you, weird, creepy, rapey voice from the ceiling. What? Is this going to be an audio-only podcast? Is that how it works?
Oh,
so we
no,
can just
no.
go? Oh,
No, no.
so they just see it.
It's video and audio.
They see how the sausage is made.
They see how, yeah.
So they
see.
know that's me doing that character.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But the audio listeners, what's funny is when there's certain impressions on the show, there's some people who think that we really have those people on.
Those people are retarded. We should rape your retarded listeners.
Hey, I'm just going to give Gage a heads up. There's going to be a lot of bleeps this episode.
No, there isn't. You don't bleep anything. If you bleep me fucking once, it's over. I'll Gage, I swear to God, if I find out that I'm bleeped on this fucking show one time, I'm coming here and I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
You know,
I'm not kidding, dude. I have violent tendencies.
I try. You do.
People always act like Brendan Schaub and fucking Michael Bisping, all these MMA fighters. You don't have to be worried about them. They're secure in their masculinity. They don't need to fucking prove anything. For me, I have to constantly prove that I'm a man.
The fact that you're saying this right now in that wig is one of my favorite things I've ever witnessed.
It's my new thing. I'm doing characters.
Gage, you're gonna have to take the screen off of Lewis because he just keeps looking at himself in the monitor off screen.
Put that fucking screen back on, Lewis, or I'm gonna rape you.
Stop. Okay, this rapey character. Okay,
What?
let's develop at least
First
a
of all-
backstory for him, at least, because he just says right now that he wants to rape whoever's near him. So I think that we should probably try to figure out who this person is.
Well, his name is Luiz J Gomez, and that's just my inner monologue at all times.
That'd be terrifying if that was just your constant.
I have to tell myself. He's like,
Come on, you know you want to rape that dog.
I'm like, no, I don't. And I know, no, I don't. Voice in my head is like,
Yeah, you do. Oh, look at his asshole. It's a perfect dick-sized asshole. You ever notice that?
have you ever noticed that? Like dogs have.
Have you ever noticed rape stuff now?
Yeah. Have you ever noticed that a dog's asshole is almost designed for human penis?
Dude, I can't say that I have noticed that. But I have looked at a cat's butthole because they always flaunt it, you know, when the tail goes up.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I guess
Cats are like
people are curious. I mean, you might be curious, like, you know, fingers sticking there. It's like because it's like they're displaying the goods.
Yeah, I think that cats seems like they're always trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're like slinking by, like, oh,
Yeah.
you want some of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do. You kind of do, right? Have you ever fucked around with one of your pets? Not like really, but like.
Well,
What's the furthest thing you've done sexually with an animal?
I guess let a dog lick my nipple.
Your nipple? That's
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing.
What have you done the farthest?
Nothing.
Well, no, you brought it up, so you've obviously done something farther than that because you shot a judgment look at me like, oh, he's only let a dog lick his nipple before.
One time I raped my ferret.
You have a ferret? See, okay, well, at least you have something that loves you.
Ferrets are
creepy.
also the most fleshlight-like pets.
Oh, my.
They are. If you think about it.
I'm going to call this character Luis and you Louis, just so I can differentiate.
That's okay. But a fleshlight, a ferret is essentially a breathing fleshlight. I'm working on my new bits on the show now, guys. And we'll do it in Luis' voice.
A ferret is a living, breathing fleshlight.
Every time you say something that's extreme, I'm going to drop a
Real.
Good. I like
You
it.
just got real ass on this podcast.
They get real ass. I keep it real ass.
Crossover.
I have no idea what's going on right now. When are we starting?
No, it's been going on.
No fucking way.
We've been inside the podcast, and a lot of people don't even realize it's happening.
Wow.
But you're in it. We're in a completely different realm right now.
I know.
Yeah. How you feel?
I feel pretty good.
You feel good?
I love this.
Yeah, it's good.
I love hanging out with you, Jeremiah.
I love hanging out with you, dude. We don't get to hang out enough.
I know. This is good. You did my podcast yesterday. Now I'm doing your podcast today. We're doing funny voices.
Nice little community here.
Little fucking rape characters we got.
Dude, we're workshopping stuff.
Why don't we be a rape team?
You know what?
Watch.
Hey, Jeremiah. Yes, Luis. I think we should rape Gage in the booth. How great of a segment would that be for the podcast? For 5 minutes every episode.
Well,
rape
the worst part, if we make it a segment, then Gage would have to edit his own title card for Gage Gets Raped.
It's true.
So that would be the worst kind of revenge. Is you would rape him, and then you would cause him to have extra editing time on his hands.
You'd also have to edit out Instagram clips of him getting raped to promote the show.
Yeah. By the way, this is by far the most times the word raped has ever been said on the show. So congratulations, you're already breaking new territory and new grounds on Jeremiah Wonders.
You goddamn right. I finally turned into a real ass show. No rape. Get that rape. Sorry, Gage.
Real ass wonders, raw.
Wow.
We're about to get raw today.
Wow.
Crossover.
All right. Gage.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's never spoken on this show before. And that just terrified me that we have the technology now that Gage can chime in. Did you just hear that? That was wild.
Gage, why is your voice so effeminate?
I don't know.
No. It sounds like he's already a victim, by the way.
It sounds like he was just raped. Jesus, Gage. You can live through this. Just stop being. Don't let it break your spirit. You got raped, all right? It happens.
Listen, I'm going to give a heads up to the listeners of this episode. Usually it's a certain kind of tone.
Okay.
It's usually kind of a certain kind of experience. This is a new one. This is a new tone. This is new characters that are on the show.
If you're listening to the show, we're going to fucking rape you.
Okay, now that is something that
We're coming to your house right now. Turn around.
I can't exactly get behind that. But
No, you
what
get
I
in
will
front, I'll
say,
get behind. Eiffel Tower.
okay, I guess I deserve that one. I kind of set you up for that one right there. I will say I am furiously sweating right now. I don't know if this is what it feels like right before somebody gets Me Too'd or canceled, but it is invigorating.
You're fine. You're fine. These aren't even us. These are our characters, Jeremiah and Luis.
That is true. That's Luis.
Put this one as an audio-only episode. Let's cancel these guys.
I'm all about getting these guys canceled, by the way.
Oh, Luis and
Yeah.
Jeremiah? Yeah, they're bad
terrible.
guys.
They're terrible people.
Yeah.
They're glorifying rape. Who would do that?
Stagehand, will you bring me the box of wigs? The box of wigs,
Wait, is the box of
stagehand.
wigs actually for you? Mm-hmm. I just grabbed one
You
randomly.
grabbed it. You got ahead of it.
Nice.
You jump-started the wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you pick out one for
Sometimes
me.
when you rape a woman, she wigs out, you know?
Okay. All right, Luis.
Luis, easy.
All right, that guy's out of control.
Dude, it's not even funny.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to choose one for me, and then we'll both have wigs on, and then we can figure out who these people are.
Yeah, go with obviously the black fro.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Do it.
All right.
The other wigs just look like your hair. It's a bunch of fucking swoopy blonde haircuts.
All right.
There we go. I like this. We should just go and tour as a character thing. These two characters, Luis and Jeremiah.
All right. Let's try to figure out. All right. These are different characters from Luis and Jeremiah. Okay.
Good.
All right. Let's try to figure out who these people are. Okay.
Do we get
You can just keep talking as your voice. Maybe do your own interpretation of a different voice of what this person is who wears those glasses, who has that kind of wig on.
Hello? What is that?
Oh, that's a Phil Collins voice effect.
Hello?
Oh, I don't know what that one is.
Hello?
You like that one?
I like this one.
Okay. So I'm getting almost like an alien-ish vibe, and not because you're Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
Okay. So
Like
it's the
kind of like from another dimension.
Okay.
That's what I'm kind of getting from you. Okay.
Okay.
And I think that I have just been sucked up on a spaceship. I feel like one of those guys who like claims to be abducted.
I got it.
You know.
Wait, I got it.
So I'm being like carried up tractor beam style to your spaceship right now.
Okay.
And we're gonna figure out who these people are together.
I love it. Welcome, Earthling. Be prepared to be raped.
Wait, what?
We're all gonna rape you, me and my alien species. We specialize in human rape.
Are you gonna study me, or is it just?
No, this is for pure sexual gratification.
Wait, but what I've heard, everything that I've heard about is just the fact that the reason why the anal probe goes on is actually for studies, but you're telling me it's for sexual pleasure?
That's not a probe. That's my cock.
Oh no!
That's a cock. There's nothing scientific about my cock.
Oh, why am I being tied up right now?
Yeah, you gotta like it, don't you, bitch boy?
Wait, what's your gender? I can't tell what you are.
Oh, don't assume my gender.
Ow! Okay.
Klingorg. Put your cock in his mouth.
Who's Klingorg?
He's my boyfriend. And you know what? Bring on that other Earthling that we had before.
The room is dark now. I'm tied up. I can't tell what's going on in here. But I'm just wondering if I'm going to survive tonight. Oh,
I'm Luis.
Luis.
They just beamed me up.
oh, Luis! Thank God, another human is here. They're about to start anally probing me. I'm so scared. I'm so glad that you're here with me.
Don't worry, Kimmy. I'll protect you, big boy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just wrap your arms around me.
Okay, this feels good. I just need a moment of just.
Right there.
I'm not in the. Excuse me.
Relax. Hey.
Luis, yeah, I know. I think we should relax together.
Relax. You're gonna rape.
No,
I'm tired of you. I'm coming so hard. I'm coming so hard and long. I'm still coming. Oh shit.
Wait, what's going on in here? That was my prisoner to rape.
You better find your own bitch.
How about I'll make you my bitch?
We aren't very good at improv here, are we?
No. How about we double team rape Jeremiah?
That sounds like an awesome plan.
It's pronounced Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, you're back.
Yeah.
What up, baby? We're gonna rape some guys.
Yo, okay, let's go. Insane.
This is great.
This is the best show he's ever done, admit it. Who's the best show you've ever had? What's the best guest you've ever had on the show?
Oh,
Besides me.
best guest I've ever had. Well, a handful of the favorites have been Pete Holmes,
Terrible.
Mark Norman,
Heck.
Tim Dillon,
Rapist.
Eric Griffin,
Never heard of
Los
him.
Villasenor, Dan Soder. A lot of good ones. A lot of
lot of low
listener
rent,
favorites.
a lot of low rent assholes. That's what I say.
Will you throw up that monitor for a second, Gage?
Gage. Stop beating off in the booth.
Looks good.
Put it back on me. I look fucking great, dude. I look fucking
Dude,
fabulous.
You look freaking good now, dude.
Look at that, dude. I almost want to just wear this wig in life.
Well, if you want to wear that the rest of the time, that's totally fine. Whatever you're comfortable with, Lewis.
Were you thinking I was going to take it off at one point?
Yeah, maybe.
Or you wanted me to?
No, I do like a wig segment, but if you want to wear that the whole time,
It was only
I
a
say
wig
go for it.
segment?
I mean, you charge the lead, and I follow. You know, I yes and I go with things.
Yeah, listen, this is why you're where you're at, you know? I saw your car. You're not doing that well, but it's fine.
Heck yeah, dog! I gave Lewis a ride to the Comedy Store last night.
It's okay. Everyone's got nice cars in LA except for Jeremiah.
Well, here's the thing. It's just like, well, that's the thing is I'm still, you know, I'm working on things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
You
I'm
know,
just saying,
I'm trying to
it's
get
not,
to that next level.
It's not that expensive to have a nicer car.
Well, dude, okay. So last night we're wrapping up with Lewis's podcast, and Tony's car is in front of mine, and he has a Corvette, and I have a Honda CRZ. So, you know, it's just two different kind of two-door coupes. You
Yeah.
know, different levels. You know, they're both good in their own right.
It was embarrassing, Jeremiah. How do you get pussy in that car?
I have a wife.
You have a wife?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
You're married? No way.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh, we should rape her.
Oh, easy, Luis.
All right,
Come on.
Luis.
This fucking
This
wife.
is really crossing the line.
I'm sorry, dude.
Luis is like,
He's-
really, like, it's inappropriate. Like, I let it happen whenever it was hypothetical characters, but then Luis brought my wife into
Your poor
it.
wife.
And that's when I got really upset.
Yeah, she'd probably like it. That's why you're upset.
All right,
Easy,
Luis.
Luis.
Easy.
You know, he's got to go. Can we escort him out of the building?
Let's escort Luis out of here. Like, I didn't like the fact that he took over the beginning of the podcast, really changed the tone, really made it his own.
You
but
know what? The space aliens, come beam him up. We are back to take away the evil rapist, Luis. You can't take me without a fight. A cum fight? Let's come on each other.
Oh my God.
Yay. Oh, they're gone. Wow.
Wow, man. I just wish like somebody teaching a UCB class could just sit in on this episode
really good with
and just
characters,
like
right?
literally their face is like melting away while they're watching.
I'm really good with characters. People don't understand.
I mean, I've heard that you have, you know, like go-tos,
Yeah.
you know? A lot of people do their impression of Luis J. Gomez.
Sure.
Do you have I kind of want to hear your impressions of some of the people in your crew, because everybody has a Lewis in your crew.
Everyone else, here's the problem. Everyone else is a fucking boring, unrecognizable bitch. Okay? So you can say what you want about me. Okay? You may say that I'm abrasive, I'm an asshole, I'm not funny, I'm not cool, I'm not nice or likable. All those things may be true. You know what I am?
Memorable?
Memorable.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. There's nobody else like me. Name another person who's like me, even slightly.
Garbage.
Garbage. Just a pile of trash.
Pile of trash.
I didn't even ask him that question. He just played word association with me. He just thought
Sorry,
of
that
me.
was the first thing that came to my
The
head. I'm sorry.
first word that slipped out of his mouth.
Gutter sludge.
There's no one else-
sorry. I don't know.
There's no one else like me. So-
I will give you that.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
That's why I like you as well. You're very one of a kind. Who the
It's
fuck
true.
else is Jeremiah?
That's
There's
true.
nobody else like you out
Yeah.
there. And, all these guys, everyone you name, all your guests that have been on the show, interchangeable.
Whoa.
Interchangeable.
Shots freaking
That's right.
fired. Drama started on the
I
show.
don't give a shit. I'll throw my friends under the bus.
Yeah, dude. I've seen it, man.
Fuck Mark Norman. Fuck Tim Dillon.
Whoa.
Say it to their faces.
Whoa.
Don't buy their albums.
All right, Lewis.
Hey,
Hey, man, I don't think that's so nice of you, Lewis.
don't buy their albums.
Lewis sounds like a real piece of shit to me. I don't know.
Is that Tim Dillon?
Mark Norman here. How you doing?
I'll do Tim, and you do Mark.
Yeah.
So I was eating this guy's asshole. And I was like, this kind of tastes like pastrami, but it's not good pastrami. You gotta go to New York to get good pastrami. Trying to find fucking good pastrami in Los Angeles, it's like trying to find a fucking cocaine in a fucking gay guy's asshole.
Yeah, I know. I've been here a couple minutes, a little gay, a little drunk. I don't know. I don't see what's going on.
This is good. I like these characters better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who we know.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Keep on doing it. Let's do more.
It's
More
solid.
people that we know. Good.
More people who we know?
Good.
Somebody's asking, do you have a Dan Soder? Because Dan Soder does you a lot.
Yeah.
So do you have a Dan Soder?
Hello, I'm Dan Soder from Billions on Showtime. And the Comedy Central radio program, The Bonfire.
I actually love your work, Dan, and you've been a guest on the show.
Yeah, I hated the experience. And
No, you actually had a great.
I delete the episode.
You
You did not.
No, you had a great time actually.
Had to take out a DMCA copyright claim. It was a whole to do.
No, we had a great time actually.
Yeah, I understand from your perspective why you would feel that way because I'm Dan Soder.
Oh,
Fucking millionaire.
You're way more arrogant than I remember.
Yeah, well, you know what? I just got pulled back for season 4, bitch.
Of Billions.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's happening.
congratulations.
Yeah, I'm very famous, very rich. My head's huge.
Okay, wow.
Flat nose.
Okay, well now you're just talking about your appearance, describing different things about
My
yourself.
dick is very thick.
I mean,
It's true.
Congratulations. Have
I've
you
seen Dan Soder's dick. It's fucking ridiculous.
Dan Soder has seen Dan Soder's dick?
Yes, I mean, I've seen my own dick. I see it every day when I pee.
Right. And you ever look in the mirror and you're like, congratulations.
No, I have no mirrors in my home.
Why not?
It's a thing. Me and Mike Vecchione have no mirrors. He's very depressed. He's a 50-year-old middler.
All right. Dan, I think you're being a little bit harsh to your roommate.
You know what? The fact that he's a 50-year-old with a roommate is another problem.
Oh, okay.
In fact, why do I have a roommate? I'm a fucking millionaire. What is going on? Why do I have a roommate?
Listen, there's some people who
That makes me so angry. Me?
There's some people who drive Hondas, and then there's some people who you know have nicer cars. So I totally get
My roommate
it.
situation is more pathetic than your car. I'm a headlining comedian on a television show, a really famous television show. I make a lot of money. I'm traveling the world, got a popular radio program. I don't need a roommate.
Can I talk to Luis for a second?
No, Luis is dead.
Okay.
It's me now, Dan Soder.
All
Look
right.
me in my eyes, Jeremiah.
Okay, I'm looking.
Ooh, don't cross me.
I
Don't
won't.
you cross me.
I won't.
I'll eat your fucking ass, bitch. Don't laugh at me in the booth. I'm not funny.
I had great time singing Blink 182 with you on the jam.
I don't remember it.
Okay. Well, it was a special moment for me. So all right.
Asshole, dude.
I mean,
What happened to him?
I don't know.
Season
I think
4 Billions.
I think we lost him. Do you have a car, Luis? I know you live in New York, but
No, you really did? Really, dude? That's what you're doing? Now you're going to try to throw the fact that I don't have a car in my fucking face, dude?
what's up, dogs?
Nobody has a car in New York.
What's up, doggy?
Let it be known, nobody has got a car
Hey,
in
I'm
New
just
York.
saying I have a car.
If I had a car, I would fucking have at least a better car than Tony Hinchcliffe.
Better than a Corvette? You're putting that out there?
Corvette's not that great of a car.
Whoa.
How much is a Corvette?
I don't know.
I think it's not that much.
Gage, pull up an image and a price tag on a Corvette, please. We'll find out as we continue on. But anyway, you're dressed in all black, which is it goes completely against your personality and your ethics and morals. We almost went to a steam room earlier, but
I
it
know.
didn't work out.
Yeah, you had an audition?
Yeah.
Don't lie. You just lied. Just get out of going to the steam room with me.
No,
Did you think it was weird that I asked you to go to the steam room?
No, I go to Gold's Gym. I would have invited you to that one. I just don't go to Equinox.
No, I would have gotten you a guest pass, obviously.
Oh, okay. I
Obviously.
don't go to gym. I mean, look at me. I don't go to gyms very
I
often.
don't really go to gyms very often either. I just like to go there to steam.
How hard did you actually train when you fought Ryan O'Neal?
I trained really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was training like.
Was that the hardest you've ever put yourself physically to the test?
Yeah, for sure. It's not the best shape I'd ever been in because I'd been in really good shape before, where I was like lifting weights and like just doing like, bodybuilding type stuff.
Yeah.
With this, I got a bunch of injuries, so I couldn't like lift. I didn't have any like muscle mass on me. I was just like getting in shape and running and doing a lot of cardio, doing a lot of sparring. But yeah. It was the best shape ever.
Are you going to fight? Do you have any desire to fight any other comics or any other people?
Yeah. Just to get in shape, just because it takes the focus off of it.
What were the rules of that fight? Because I didn't see the fight, but like, what were the rules behind?
We were only allowed to punch with 30% of the power of any other man. No.
Like, were you allowed to do face shots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see the fight?
No, I didn't see it.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, is it?
Go watch it.
I'll look it up.
Pull it up, Gage. Pull up Luiz J. Gomez versus Ryan O'Neal highlights.
We had the Corvette up for a second. A Corvette goes for
$55,000 to $88,000.
okay. And you don't think that that's nice?
It's not something that I'd be like, oh my god.
Well, I mean, just like monetarily, like
Monetarily,
in that
it's
level.
expensive. It's an expensive
I
car.
would if I spent $50,000 on a car, it would. I mean, you can get can't you get like the lower end Tesla for that much, or is it more
Probably. I wouldn't opt for that. For that amount of money, I would much rather buy like a really nice Mercedes Benz or like. Yeah, this is the. Is this the highlights? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
see, at first we had to have a headgear on, and the headgear breaks when we go to the ground. Watch, you'll see. I catch my fucking
Oh
takedown.
my goodness. This is insane.
Yeah, it was really fun. But I found out that he trained no jiu-jitsu at all, which was like a major problem. So he ripped my headgear off, and then they go, just fuck it, no headgear, which was bad because he was on bottom.
Oh man.
But yeah, he didn't know how to defend the
Yeah.
mount. Yeah,
Sure.
let's see here.
Yeah, like at all.
Yeah, and Ryan's the man, dude. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
And dude, he kicked me so fucking hard in the legs,
Oh, this is brutal, dude.
Yeah, it was great. It was really awesome. I feel like the man right now watching. I'm getting hard. Look at that.
Wow. Anyway, we're watching Lewis fight Ryan O'Neal. If you haven't seen that, it's shot like a freaking real.
Yeah, there was a few thousand people in the
MMA.
crowd in Vegas.
That's
yeah, it was
insane.
really fun. But it was a cool experience. I honestly, just to get back in shape, I would do it. But it would have to be the right situation. I want to get somebody that's really committed to doing it as well. It just takes a lot out of you, dude. It's 3 months of fucking training.
How did you get the name the Puerto Rican rattlesnake? Where'd that come from? Did somebody deem it to you, or did it come up on a podcast or something like that?
I said something, and I think Bobby Kelly called me the rattlesnake, and I happened to have Tic Tacs, and I started just shaking him that day. Yeah. And then, that was one. But then I got like 100 nicknames. Real Life Stu, Puerto Rican Rattlesnake, Joan Jetta Comedy, the artist formerly known as the Howard Stern of MMA Radio, The Ultimate Minority,
The Ultimate Minority is
Black
fun.
Belt Killer. I got a lot.
Wow, dude. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I like that, man.
Thanks, man.
That's fun, dude.
Thanks.
I like that you have names, man.
Thanks, man.
It's cool that like you got like different personalities, man. I like that.
Yeah, I'm a regular Sybil.
Sybil.
Solid reference right there.
Oh yeah, dude.
Solid.
You can read.
Solid.
Solid reference.
Totally solid.
Solid fucking ref.
I want to get into this next segment, which I think you'll enjoy.
Next segment?
I have a different segment. I have different segments on this show.
But it was a segment on necks.
Oh no. This next segment is called Fanning Out. It's the most questions or comments, whatever you want to call it, I've ever gotten from any guest.
What'd I tell you?
I told you. Now, I'm not going to read.
Fuck you, Whitney Cummings.
I'm not going to. Wait, why?
Come take the title.
Wait.
Come take the title, Whit.
You're trying to fight Whitney Cummings for your next MMA
Was she
match?
was she on the show before?
No, she hasn't done the show.
Exactly, not good enough.
I'm trying to book her robot. I can't even
go.
book her robot for this show. It's crazy. So different people send in questions. You had the most. I'm not going to read back some of the comments. A lot of the comments were roasting or saying what you looked like in the headshot that I happened to throw up. But I got some good quality.
No, you can fucking
questions
say it.
from
They're
fans.
popping shit. They're trying to fight.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Okay.
Between Instagram and Twitter, there was like I think over 300
Yeah.
comments.
People love me. I'm enigmatic.
Yeah.
You thought I was going to say something different.
Yeah, totally. I was like,
I'm a.
okay. This first one comes from Jordan.McMillan. Since we're talking about the fight thing, this is interesting. Yo Guis, is that one of your names too?
Yeah, sort of. I hate it.
Okay. Yo Guis, you have to fight Michael Bisping to the death and get to choose one other comedian to fight alongside with you. Who are you choosing?
Oh, good question.
Isn't that great?
Good question. One of the comedian got to fight Bisping to the death, and it's 2-on-1.
It's 2 versus 1.
Who could we kill Bisping with? I mean, Rogan's probably is Rogan the toughest comedian? Like in terms of skill wise, could kick like.
Dude, have you his kicks and punches are
Yeah,
insane.
he's a legitimate martial artist. Like
Yeah.
he, you know.
You could say, you could say Rogan. You could say Eddie Bravo. He's up there for sure as far as like he's like
Oh yeah,
one
then
of the
Schaub as well.
Schaub as well.
Oh man, imagine me and Brendan Schaub beating the shit out of Michael Bisping.
Oh man,
That would be hilarious. I pick Brendan Schaub. That's it. Yes.
you think Brendan Schaub
If I had to pick one comedian who has the ability to, if we're gonna 2-on-1,
take down Bisping.
I'd have to think Brendan Schaub could beat Joe Rogan in a fight. He'd have to. He's massive.
Yeah,
He's a heavyweight former
that's interesting. I've never
top
thought about
10
them
contender.
fighting.
100%. But he would. I think
Right.
Schaub would fucking murder Joe Rogan. He would have to. I mean, I think he'd start crying before it got there. But fucking. Like he's gonna fucking.
That's a weird fantasy comedians like fighting each
Yeah.
other like brackets like
No,
MMA brackets.
the toughest comic.
Who you think I would be a good fight against for my frame and my size?
Brendan Schaub.
No, he would level me.
Yeah.
One punch to the nose and I'm dead.
Your frame and size. Well,
Yeah.
your frame is gangly and awkward. So we got to find somebody that
Yeah. So it's got to find somebody. Yeah.
you're built like fucking furniture you find in the garbage. I don't know who. It has to be somebody else that's like. Are you athletic at all? Because you skateboard, you play basketball.
I play
right?
basketball. Yeah.
That's the problem. It's misleading now. People that are athletic and in
Also,
shape, they don't realize the
I
advantage.
have reach.
Yeah. The reach is sort of a weird thing. Like unless you're a skilled fighter, I don't think your reach is going to be much. Like
You don't think that's impressive?
no.
Not that at all.
I think you're. All right, do it again. Do it again. In shape people are deceptive because they have good cardio. If you guys had any confidence, all you have to do is have confidence. Like if you're athletic, you have some confidence and just fucking learn a little bit of stuff. Just learn a little bit.
Yeah.
You can probably beat the shit out of most guys that consider themselves tough because those guys, they're going to gas out. They're going to, I think guys who understand their bodies and have a little bit of athletic experience, they can apply that towards fighting with just a little bit of knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I've never been in a fight in my life.
never in your life?
Never in my life. Ow.
Let's go. What do we do right now on the show? Let's just do a full-fledged fucking fight and just try. Who cares? How funny would that be, dude? You just literally right now, and I look at the camera, you just sock me in the side of the face, just get on top of me and just start beating the shit.
Just start hitting you.
That'd be great. Why don't we do an MMA fight to end the show with between me and you right now?
I don't know if that. I mean,
We can do it. There's enough room.
oh man, I think I'll probably get hurt.
You're definitely gonna get hurt.
Whoa.
Luis, don't. I don't need you to fight my battles for
here's
me.
what we should do. Here's what we should do. We should do a slap fight.
Okay.
We should do a slap fight because that
Let's
way
see.
nobody gets hurt. If we get popped in the face, it's like, okay.
Every time somebody slap fights with their friends as kids, it always ends in a fucking full-fledged brawl. Every time.
We have to promise each other.
I'm not
it
going
won't-
to brawl you, dude. I have nothing to prove. Okay.
Okay, cool. We'll do a slap fight to
We'll slap fight at the end of this. We'll do 3-minute rounds.
3-minute rounds.
Yeah. No, we'll do one round. We'll do 1 3-minute round.
3 minutes is a long time in podcast land.
No, dude, it'll be slow.
It'll
It's
have to be quick.
Just
All right, we'll put the mics back here so you'll still be able to pick it up.
yeah, let people pick it up. We're fine.
And then, Gage, will we be able to zoom out enough with these cameras where you can, if we do it right here? He's just like, oh yeah, Thunderdome. It's the most serious I've ever seen Gage before.
This
He's like,
is-
yeah, this might be one of the best ideas I've seen on the
This
show.
is a great segment. We're gonna slap
Oh,
box.
now he's doing cowabunga hands,
That's okay.
rock fingers.
Gage is just excited to have his hands working. That's fine.
All right, so that's what we'll do to end the episode. Okay,
I love it. Let's
right.
do it. I'm ready.
and we have to shake hands at the end.
Depending on how much heart you show.
Okay. Shake hands.
If you don't show a lot of heart, dude, I'm not shaking your fucking hand.
Okay, shake hands and end in a hug. Roast battle style.
Deal.
Moses
100%.
and Jeff Ross style. Okay. This is from hasib.ejazz on Instagram.
Ew.
Does James still think his mom's boyfriend is stronger than Lewis?
Yeah, for sure.
This is Lewis's son that he's referencing, and he thinks that his mom's new boyfriend is stronger than
Yeah,
you.
yeah. He said to me recently, he was like, yeah, Eddie is stronger than you, Dad. And I was like,
Did that just come out of the blue?
yeah.
Did that just pull the worst way in your heartstrings? Like, what are you?
Yeah, but I
what
was
are
like,
you-
I was
what are
like,
you- what
James,
are you saying?
I was James, but Eddie's black. You know,
You're like, there's
Come
an
on.
advantage there.
yeah, obviously he's gonna be stronger. But to be honest with you, his credit score is probably half mine. So
Okay, this next question comes from.
That's fucked up, man.
I think Luis was trying to infiltrate on that part of the podcast. This is interesting. Nate Bailey, 94 on Instagram. How was it kicking drugs when you found out that you had a child on the way?
I didn't
Did
kick
you-
drugs
did
when I
you-
found out I had a child on the way.
Well, that's what the question was.
Well, I don't know. Ask somebody who was, ask some nerd. I went fucking hard, baby boy.
Man, as soon as I found out that I had a son on the way, I started doing heroin.
Dude, we
I
fucking
just started. I'm like, okay, this is the beginning and the end of the rest of my life. Let's shoot up.
Yeah, no, I didn't really have an issue with drugs actually until after me and my son's mother broke up. Then I started getting heavily into coke, and yeah, that was it wasn't that hard to
what's-
kick.
what's
I
the-
didn't really like it. I was secretly doing coke. Nobody knew I was doing it. I would just go to the bathroom by myself and come back and grind my teeth and not tell anybody. It was fucking sad.
Did you ever have like a bad, did you ever have a bad blowout or fallout from doing coke or anything like that? From any drug? Like a memory where you woke up the next day or like you're on a bender or something like that where you're like, oh, this is maybe too much.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I have a bit in my act about it. I went to Mexico in Cabo and I got a bunch of free cocaine on the beach.
Oh.
And I straight up just blacked out and I have no idea what happened.
When I was in Mexico, we did the Impractical Jokers cruise.
Was I on that with you?
Yeah, you were on that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
fuck
We
yeah.
got massages next to each
Fuck
other.
yeah, we did.
Right? So we're on the beach getting massages next to each other. And the ladies, I've never gotten a massage like out of the country before.
Right.
They were way more touchy with me than like I've had a couple massages in the States. And this woman kept swiping my ball sack
Yes, she
every
did.
every time. I didn't ask for it, but I was like, what's going on?
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't know if I accidentally moved a certain way that, like, you know.
I think most massage therapists will trick you off for a price. I think literally even
Do you think she was testing the waters to see
Maybe.
if she wanted to give me a milk underneath the
if they
table?
touch your dick at all,
Yeah,
I feel like that's the sign.
right.
They do a thing like if you get a massage, because I've tried to get legitimate massages before, and then it turns out I'm at a rub and tug place. Because what happens is they take you off your sheet and you're completely naked. You're like, that's weird. They don't really do that. And then they start to scratch their hands onto your like ass crack and like they touch your balls from behind a little bit. And you're like, oh, this bitch is going to fucking give me a hand job. This poor sex slave is about to jerk me off for $40.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works.
It's not a bad time. I got no problem with it.
This comes from Mission Green Workshop on Instagram. The Nate Bargatze story / bit when he pranked Lewis by taking a bite out of his hamburger at McDonald's, and then Lewis wanted to fight the entire staff. Would love to hear your side of that story. Excuse me.
Yeah, we were at McDonald's. It was actually me, Nate, and Dan Soder.
That's right, I was there, baby. This is before Billions. I was still eating fast food like garbage people like the rest of you.
Yeah, okay.
And I mean, it really is basically how we told it. I go to the bathroom. I left my food on the table. Dan actually opened up the burger and took a bite out of it and wrapped it back up. I come back and I go to open my burger. I see there's a big bite taken out of it. And I don't know why. I just didn't like my mind just could not connect the dots. It was just I was like, what the fuck?
all red. Yeah.
I got up. I was like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Somebody took a bite out of my burger, and both of them like, dude, stop. What the fuck? So yeah, I mean, Nate nailed it. Nate's a master. Nate's a master storyteller. He recognizes the little subtle nuances and what's funny about these things that you wouldn't even consider to become a joke, or not even like a 6 or 7 minute like closing bit. Like it was such a simple little thing, but sort of the whole story that he built around that was it was pretty cool. Yeah, I love Nate. Nate's my son's godfather, actually. People don't know that.
Really?
Yeah, Nate Bargatze is my son's godfather.
Dude, he's a good dude. I always love seeing him.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
This comes from Creps_Nat_Crepes on Instagram. I'm going to need to hear Lewis do an impression of Stone Cold Steve Austin cutting a promo on you, Jeremiah, while you do an impression of Donald Trump.
All right, we can do it.
Okay, so it's Stone Cold Steve Austin
Hey,
versus
Gage,
Donald
can we get
Trump.
the Stone Cold Steve Austin music queued up really quick? The glass breaking and everything. Thank you.
He's going to work on it.
I bet you he gets it up pretty quickly. Gage is good. Gage's
Dude, I
got
love
a good
Gage.
fucking head on his shoulders.
Honestly, this is the most that Gage has been talked about in an episode, so I hope he gets more followers out of this.
I'm sure he didn't send us my episode until this morning as opposed to last night, and it wasn't live streamed today at the normal time on gasdigitalnetwork.com, but that's okay, Gage.
But you got it. You made it happen, uploaded, made it look good. People are talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a problem. This girl hates me.
I don't even want to get into that.
Oh, my God, she hates me.
All right, so you are Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm Donald Trump. And here we go.
And hit it.
I know somebody's coming towards the ring right now. Who is this guy? Who is this cold glass of water?
Well, look at you, Donald Trump. You're a candy ass. Something, something. Huh?
This guy doesn't even know how to form words.
Texas rattlesnake.
I mean,
Stone Cold Steve Austin just whooped your ass.
we haven't even fought yet. Just one of those
I just whooped your
things.
candy ass.
I mean, we're still talking. You just came out with your phony entrance music.
You want to get raped?
I just came out to Hail to the Chief, which I think is a little bit better. No, I don't want to get raped. I do the raping around here, okay?
Are you threatening to rape me?
Nope, not at all. I would never say that, but I wanted to. I could. I totally could.
Oh, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're really doing this.
All right, I can't wait. Are you oiled up? I'm in a business suit right now. This is Armani. I can't have your oil touching this suit, okay?
You know what? I just realized that I voted for you.
You did?
Yes, I did. I love you, sir.
You're a bright young man. Thank you so much for... You know what? There's actually some people that I want you to meet. My friend Kanye West, one of the good ones. Really, really talented. One of the talented ones over there. And I'm going to set you up with Melania. And you know what? Barron, big fan of yours. Could you sign this out? Could you make this poster to Barron Trump?
There you are. All right. To Barron, love your uncle, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Sure, you can call yourself his uncle. He'll actually love it.
Uncle Steve, there you are.
Love it. All right, you just took a giant dump in the ring.
No.
I don't appreciate it. I'm the president of the United States of America. All right, I didn't need to see your feces on WWECs. Okay.
Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Keep it going. This is the best.
Oh, you like this? Okay, the music started back up. I guess he's leaving the ring now.
I'm leaving. I got my own outro music. Thank y'all.
I gotta say, this was the worst SummerSlam I've ever been a part of.
Let's
say I have been a part of other SummerSlams.
What are my worst performances?
It's one of the worst. We didn't even fight. We just exchanged words verbally. It was pretty embarrassing, to be honest.
I'm going to go retire from wrestling and open up a pizzeria somewhere in
All right, sounds good.
California.
I'll be around for 4 more years, so I'll see you soon, okay?
8 more years if you ask me.
Okay, well, if you ask me, I'll say the same thing.
Give me hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Brother, dig it.
I dig it.
That was Macho Man. But you know what? I could do a better Macho Man. You should have asked me to do Macho Man this
my
whole
God.
time.
Macho Man has come back from the grave. I'm
a spirit.
I'm a big fan of Macho
I've been
Man.
dead for a while.
I'm a big fan of beef jerky, a lot of things, and most of all, Macho Man's performance in Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I think he should have been nominated for an Oscar.
Why did you guys summon me back from the dead? Oh, yeah. Dig it.
I just wanted to see Bonesaw in action one more time.
Snap it to a Slim Jim.
All right, I will. Thank you. I actually live on
Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Say your prayers. Eat your vitamins.
That's just good. That's just good advice right there, people. Okay?
Do your homework.
All right.
That's Kamala.
We really knocked that out of the park.
I'm fucking improving like a motherfucker.
Dude,
doggy.
you are. Honestly, I want to say I really appreciate you going with everything that's been thrown your way.
Why do people say no?
No, not necessarily, but there's every once in a while a guest will come on that
Mark Norman?
that you can tell. No, he was fantastic. Every time there's a guest that comes on once in a while that doesn't want to go with the flow, and this is just a different. It's just a different thing. It's a different kind of podcast,
fun.
different kind of show. Yeah.
It's fun.
We should rape those guests.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's I
Listen
maybe
to me.
consider that.
Listen to me. You guys love this show. If you find anybody not going to the flow, going with the flow, rape them. Follow them. Find them. Rape.
Jeremiah Wonders and its associates are in no way affiliated with the propaganda of rape.
It's not propaganda. It's sport.
Oh God.
You've never felt alive.
I've got-
chased a young woman or boy down
Okay.
and taken them sexually.
Oh, this is a good one. This one works out perfectly. This is from Worst World on Instagram. This they want me to do Jeremiah as Dr. Phil, helping Lewis with his anger problems. Okay, so here is the problem with Lewis. Okay, he has a lot of anger issues. We have him here on the show today, and we need to make sure that his anger is turned into happiness by the end of the show. Lewis, how are you doing today? You're on Dr. Phil.
Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, man. I don't know. My anger's actually been more under control than it's ever been.
Now, what was
The
one
fuck
of your,
up.
Okay,
The
all right.
fuck up, bro.
Okay, I'm going to bring out my security at any
Bring
moment.
him out. I'll fucking eat your
Okay.
security alive.
All right. See, I'm sensing something with some daddy issues here.
Don't mention my father.
I'm just saying.
Don't mention my father.
I'm
Don't
sensing.
mention our father.
Okay.
Our father hurt us.
Okay.
Me more than Lewis.
All right. You're doing
That's
it.
why I rape so much.
You're doing an exorcist split personality kind of thing. That's a little bit alarming for me, who somebody is a licensed doctor, okay? All right? You need to calm down. And you know what? We actually have your dead father on the line right now. He's calling into the show. Hello. Is this Lewis's father?
Hello, yes, this is Lewis's dad. I was murdered 30 years ago, and I'm calling in from the spirit realm.
Now, here's the thing. Would you say that you are proud of your son or ashamed of what he's accomplished so far? Do you like the kind of Lewis that he is growing into and blossoming into as a man?
I gotta be honest with you, it's a lot of gratuitous racism, really bad jokes, not very good timing. His character work is awful. He can barely speak the language. I have no understanding how anyone pays to listen to any of his podcasts, but you know what? Good for him, I guess.
So you're
You buy
saying
your mama headstone. How
you're
about that? Maybe buy your mama headstone. You're making so much money, hotshot.
so you're saying in a way that you are proud of
It's
him.
not my fault. I shouldn't be the only person to buy my fucking mother a headstone. We have 5 family members that should be kicking in on it. It's not my responsibility.
Well, you're the only one doing good enough, right? You're the one there bragging about the car that you have.
You know, I don't even have a car. Fuck you. Okay, you left. You were murdered
It
when I was
is
4.
true.
You could have fought harder.
Luiz J. Gomez does not have a car, and which could be contributing to somewhat of his anger problems that he has before him. Now, your father, Lewis's father, what is your name, sir?
My name is Hector Gomez.
Hector Gomez. Now, do you have an anger problem that you could have perchance passed down to your son, Lewis?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I was violently murdered outside of a strip club in Paterson, New Jersey, and
It says a lot about you. Okay, continue.
you know, typically good people that doesn't happen to.
Sure.
Most of the time,
Okay.
99.9% of the time, people stabbed to death outside of strip clubs at 3 o'clock in the morning in Paterson, New Jersey. They weren't upstanding citizens. So yeah, I probably gave some of that. Just the whole situation probably fueled some of that anger.
Did you
Why are
have...
we talking about this? What the fuck is going
We are
on right now?
We're on Dr. Phil. We're trying to investigate your
All right,
anger
you know
issues.
what? Have my
okay?
fucking dad on the show. I'm out, dude. Fuck you.
Here, listen.
Leave.
I mean, he is calling from the spirit realm, and what I will say, that call is a little extra expensive. So we don't have the budget to continue much longer in the show. It's kind of a pay-as-you-go kind of thing. We don't have rollover minutes anymore here on Dr. Phil, so we are limited on time. But I do want to ask you one more thing, okay? If there's anything that you would like Lewis to hear from you right now as his father, Hector, what would it be, and do you have any advice for your son?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to, what is it?
talk with you again.
Talk with you again. What's the next line?
Because of visions.
Because of visions.
And then it gets a little murky. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking cry on Dr. Phil.
I think your father is trying to get you to a place emotionally where you will release all the demons and the anger inside of you. I heard you on a heated phone call of silence. Luis, what are you feeling whenever your dad, I said he could say anything to you.
Who just walked in the room?
What's going on, Hector? You about to get raped?
Oh, okay.
God, is Luis in the spirit realm with my father?
Luis is in the spirit realm. I don't know how he got there. And this is getting very awkward for me as the host.
Come here, you little fucking slutty ghost.
Okay, I'm being a conduit on this show for some kind of rape ghost that's happening, and I don't appreciate what's going on
Please,
with my
dear
show.
God, help me! I'm being raped by a big black man.
Okay, Luis, how do you feel about your father Hector getting raped live here on Dr. Phil?
You know, I gotta be honest with you. This is the first time that I've even been able to sort of have a positive attitude about my father and my whole experience with him. So this is actually pretty good.
Take it, you little fucking bitch. Take it, you fucking pussy.
Okay, all right. The FCC has just sent me 90 cease and desist letters since you became
the
on the
Council
show.
on Committee.
Well, okay, we can't
High
say
five.
that either.
High five.
Okay, Luis, I think that your irreverent language is actually contributing to the reason why you have anger on the inside with your father, okay?
Hey, son, I thought that was a pretty good joke.
Thanks, Papa.
Luis, I think that's what we call a breakthrough here on Dr. Phil. Your father just said something nice to you. You calmed down.
Now it's a breakthrough. What I just did to his asshole.
Okay, once again, Dr. Phil and its associates do not condone the propaganda of rape or the joke of a rape on this network television show, okay? We're trying to break through with you and not break through people's buttholes, okay? Are you good with that?
I'm cool
okay.
with it, Phil. Thank you.
You feel better?
I do. I feel like I've come a long way.
You've come a long way.
Yeah.
I like that. Hector, thank you so much for calling.
So have I. I've also come a long way. Get it?
Okay, Luis, if we can keep you in the ghost realm, if we can just keep you there.
Oh, I ain't leaving, baby. There's all this unprotected, but they can't arrest you for rape here in the ghost realm. There's no police.
Okay, this is getting very unruly and out of hand.
It's like
I'm
the
just
purge.
trying
You
to
do
put
whatever you want in the Phantom realm.
You know, I'm trying to put a button on this nice show now that Luis is in a better place, and his father seems to be in a better place too. Okay.
I really am. I kind of enjoyed that lovemaking with Luis.
Hector, I appreciate it, and that's all the time we have today on Dr. Phil. You just saw a son and a father reunite through a series of unfortunate circumstances, but sometimes the things that tear us apart are the things that bring us back together. We'll be right back on Dr. Phil. I mean, that was great.
I literally got lost in it. I forgot we were even on your show. I thought I was actually on Dr. Phil.
Feels good, right?
Feels good.
Feels good. Up top, baby boy.
Love it, baby boy.
Okay, I forgot to prep you on this last segment here before the slapping goes off. We do a segment called Sax Talk that we're going to get into right here, right now. Sax Talk. All right, so I am going to play some sweet, sweet saxophone while you share a story of a sexual encounter. So that way it is sax talk.
Oh, I like it.
You know what I mean? So you'll be almost doing a monologue. I'll be following you along with the sax, accenting your story.
Okay.
Can be as
Sexenting.
sexenting, yeah. Can be as innocent or as graphic as you'd like. We'll see. And I'm going to play sax underneath whenever you're ready.
All right, I need a sex story. A sex story. A sex story. A sex story. All right, I'll tell you one.
All right. Whenever you're ready, I'll follow you.
So this was maybe 2002, 2003. Jeremiah, at that point, you're supposed to start playing the biggest hit from that year. I'm trying to set you up pretty easily. There we go. No. I want to make it weird. I don't even know if I could make a sound with a saxophone. Like literally, I don't even know if I wouldn't even know how to make a sound.
You definitely wouldn't be able to.
No.
It's
It's weirder than you'd think.
it's very weird.
Because I just go,
Yeah.
and I'd feel like nothing would happen.
It would just honk. It would be like this. That's what it usually sounds like when somebody's starting to play sax. It sounds very like. That's what it sounds like.
So what do you have to do?
It's you have to have correct embouchure is what it's called.
Yeah.
It's like is like the fold in your underneath the way you like press your lips and the bite on the mouthpiece. And it's a combination of that. And I'm still working on my form. I accidentally puff my cheeks out at times, and that's considered very bad form in
Right.
sax. And I'm working on that to try to get better at that. But that's just a bad habit that I fall into whenever I'm like lazily playing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, but yeah, you're supposed to push from your diaphragm and not from like your throat, like get air that way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? You learn a little more every day.
I mean, this
on the
is
Jeremiah
true.
Wonders podcast.
It really is, and this is very much sax talk. We're literally talking
Good. We're talking about sax.
form and sax.
So,
1992, 2002. Okay, here we go.
2002, there was a bar in New York City called the Village Idiot, and it was the shittiest bar in town. Literally the shittiest bar you could ever possibly imagine. It was voted Village Voice's dirtiest bathroom in New York City. It was kind of like Coyote Ugly. Imagine they all had like C-section scars, and like they were all like just fucking mixed race. They were mudbloods, as we would call them. No, it was a cool bar, and it was $5.50 pitchers of beer, $1 shots. And I'm there one night with some friends. And I meet this girl who's from England. She's like, hello, I'm an old-timey wench from England. Hello, all right, governor. So I meet her, and she's, here's the thing. There's something about a foreign chick that makes her a little bit hotter. The accent makes her a little hotter. So she was probably a 5 in real life, but she was like a 7 in my mind, like decent score, you know? So we ended up hanging out at the bar, having a few drinks, left together, went back to her friend's place. And, the whole time she's telling me, she's like, oh, I'm going back to England in a few weeks. And, I'm just here for the summer. And then we go to hook up and we go to have sex. And when I go to put my dick inside of her, she makes like a sound like it hurts. That was it. And then I don't have like a huge dick. So I was like... are you a virgin? And then she goes, well, sort of. And then I'm like, well, do you want to lose your virginity to go you just met at a bar? I was already inside of her at this point, but no. And she was like, well, you know what? I just want to get it over with, and I'm just going to be in town for a couple more weeks. So, I wanted to lose my virginity on this trip anyway. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. Let's do it. So then I had sex with her, and a couple hours go by. We're kind of like lying there. The sun's coming up. It's kind of romantic. And she goes, she's like, I have a confession to make. And she's like, I'm not actually from England. I'm from New Jersey. And then she immediately dropped to a 4 because Jersey girls are even grosser. Then she was just like a chick who was 3 miles from me at all times and not just some fucking fat English broad. So then I killed her. The end. But then she came back. And she was like, fuck me again with that awesome alive dick. And she was like, brain. I want to give you brain. And she sucked my dick. And that was the end of it. I fucked a zombie. Do be bop bop boop. Is there a sound effects on here that could make my voice sound like a saxophone?
Not really. There's different ones that are. There's different ones that are a little bit
Hello. Wait.
more my.
Hello. What the fuck is
It's a little bit more.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
I saw you.
In the supermarket.
I saw you in the supermarket.
Trying to put carrots in your butt.
Trying to put carrots in your butt. You wanna do this slap fight or what?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Okay, here we
Jeremiah, you're dead, you dumb bitch. White boy. White boy. White boy.
All right, we're gonna do.
No.
What?
All right, let's do it.
All right. We're gonna close it out with Lewis and I having a slap fight. What are the rules here?
What are the rules, Gage?
Don't break anything.
No. Every time I land a shot, Gage has to take another piece of clothing off.
What?
Come on. You guys don't sexually harass your interns and producers?
No, not really. I've been pretty good about it. Yeah. Okay, let's go for just a minute.
1 minute?
Okay, and whoever gets the most, are we going for face? What are we going for?
I mean, I think the face shot should be the only one to count. You can go for body shots.
To distract?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the face shots, Gage, you have to keep score of who's landing more face shots.
Okay. This is 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Have a timer ready. Fight.
My ankle.
All right. 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Wait, what?
Gage, you.
All right.
That was unfair. He's intense. I said to call it. And that's in 10 seconds. I dropped. I was going to hug him.
Pure domination. 10-8 round by the Puerto Rican rattlesnake. That's right, Whitney Cummings. You're next. You want to go? Oh!
This has been Luiz J. Gomez on Jeremiah Wonders. He did beat me in the slap contest, but Gage's officiating really hurt us. Do you have any last words to say? Do you have anything to plug coming up?
How are you in this bad a shape?
Dude, you're the one who's sweating out of your back neck right now.
Luiz J. Gomez presents LuizJGomez.com for the tour. Yeah, I'm fat. I have an excuse.
Okay, LuizJGomez.com for the tour. Luiz J. Gomez presents Luiz J. Gomez. This has been a very special edition of Jeremiah Wonders. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Goodbye, and I love you.